Okay, we're here at the bottom of this police trail, northern Frederick, Maryland, off of Route 15 and towards Thurmont, and off of Pryor Road up on Thurmont. And I have a previous video showing going up to a certain level on this trail, and this one's going to go all the way up to the top towards Cat Rock, hopefully. So you can see there's a red gate here, and sometimes there are hunters here, but it doesn't say anything about you're not allowed to use a bike or anything like that. So I think we're good. Now this trail starts off like a road, but then at the police firing range, that's why I call it the police trail, that's where it changes to more of a trail, and then the trail ends and you have to do some basically some free riding through the woods to get up to the top. I was first time I got on this trail, I was looking for the Cat Rock Trail, and I thought this was it, but it's not. It's on up farther north on 15 where you take exit 77, and then it's on the left hand side. When I found this trail, I thought, well, this might be able to look up the Cat Rock Trail, and I got it to do that. There's a place up here where the trail turns, where there's a turnoff to the trail that you can walk. And it's a place where you can do climbing, rock climbing, and bouldering. And I'll see if I can find that turnoff. It's marked with a cairn and a painted red marking on a tree. Let's see. So it's up here just a little bit farther. So we'll look for that turnoff trail, cutoff trail. Let's see. So it's pretty level here. That's a good indication that you're close to it. And there's the cairn right there. Hopefully you can see it. And there's the red dot on the tree. And then this isn't rideable, but it goes and crosses this little creek here. Then it goes on up, and up here is the rock climbing and bouldering area. So that could be fun to do. This is actually New Year's Eve 2025, December 31st, 2025. So it's pretty cold out. So going on up this police firing range trail. We'll see the firing range off to the left here in a little bit. There's the steps for the fire range, and there's the firing range. And as you can see, the road has gone and been replaced by basically a trail. Oh, tree fell down. This is recent. Well, we're not gonna mess with this today. That's a big one. Maybe there might be a way to go around it. To the left or to the right. Yeah, maybe right up there near the top, it could be go around. But yeah, this is big. Another idea might be to cut down through there, but we'll figure it out. Ooh. Whew, I got on thick gloves, but my fingers are still very cold. So I probably should have wear a base layer underneath those gloves. Plus, my arms are very cold, so I should have wore something heavier. It's below freezing, and with biking you get a little bit of wind chill. Okay. Then you hear the ground is frozen. Now I did record going up this trail to the point where a tree is down. You don't see that up here. Back in August, and I haven't recorded again since then, but I've made it to the top now. Okay, now we're getting to the part that is basically not even a trail, but where I've been able to pedal through. And that starts right here. Going straight out that road just circles around to trees that are down, going up the same location. So here we go. So let's keep it in first and see if we can make it up this thing. Front wheel wants to pop up. Oh, and there we go. Oh, oh. Oh, oh. Okay, this tree wasn't down last time either. It's not a big tree, but you know, when you have a trail that's a couple miles long, you're going to have this. I'll clean this up later. Okay. So right up here is back in August is where I stopped because of a tree that was down up here. And that's where that tree was. Hopefully you can see it. I cut it. And now we can get through here and right up this section. This is probably the hardest hill. Okay. Okay. Oh. Okay. Oh. Oh, yeah. Oh. Oh. Okay. Oh. Yeah. Okay. This one's tough too here. Oh. 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 Okay. Okay. Not bad here. Oh. You can tell that years ago, this is probably a four-wheeler path or something like that for hunting, is what I think. I came up. So this is very easy through here. And this takes you out to like a trail that goes up and down next to this last hill. Now, I looked for a long time for a way to get up here and finally found the best way was down here that just basically goes up and cuts to the right. And you'll see that marked with a bucket. But this goes, I have never gone all the way down this thing. I've gone all the way up this way and it just comes to an end. But I got this marked with a bucket. So you gotta go down this a little bit and you'll see like a white bucket on the left-hand side. And here's the bucket. Okay, back here, I was down to 1% power on that battery, so I just had to switch out the battery, which is not fun when it's cold and you got to do it in your bare hands. So I got to get those gloves back on. So we just came down this to get to the last hill here that we got to go up before we get to Cat Rock. This is the little white bucket that I got, and that's just a group of rocks I stacked together to kind of mark this area. So what we do is we go right up here next to that log up there, then we turn right, and that gets you to the top of the hill. And I've done it about 2 or 3 times, and it's about the only way I could find to make it. You can't go too sideways. And that's it. Now, you're not much further. You just need to go through this side. Ooh. 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 Okay. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, couldn't quite make that curve. Ooh. And this is Cat Rock Trail. Okay, so let's stop here 1 second. Okay, this is where we came out. There's the bike from the hill all the way up the police shooting range trail, and coming from the bike, this is to the right, and this leads to Cat Rock and also the power lines, which are kind of interesting. And then on the left, this leads over to Bob's Hill, and also on the right, a pretty tough trail. That's the Catoctin continues. Bob's Hill is part of the Catoctin, which you can't bike ride on. And then on the right, though, goes on down to Catoctin Hollow Road, which is pretty much unbikeable, but there might be a section that I'm looking at that might be able to connect on. But we're going to take a look here to the right towards the power lines. This is where the power lines is where I just saw a bear the last time I was up here, and actually where I came through and the camera got hooked onto this limb and stuff like that. The very last bit, you can see my huge cairn I have here, 5 little rocks. That's probably the best place to turn in, right here, to get on down the mountain, so on bike. So that's the way I'll turn in when I come back. And then now you got to remember where we are, so I look for these little rock, and also I just moved a tree that was across down here, so that's another thing to look for. So you want to kind of, and it's also like 1 mile down is how far we've traveled. Well, to the split down here is like 1 mile from this location. So we'll see here. I got this one. Let's actually check our mileage here, which is a good idea. So give me 1 second, and I'm at mile 16.8. So okay, 16.8, and so that way we can see how far it is to some waypoint like Cat Rock or something. So this is just normal kind of Catoctin level trail. This hooks into the Catoctin back behind me at Bob's Hill, and just keeps on going. So but this is pretty easy. Biking bumpy, but not bad at all. It's a very popular place for people to hike. And even though that trail was really tough, it's kind of like a private trail, you could say. Not too many people know about that. Maybe some hunters. So it keeps you away from all the hikers that might be going to, check out Cat Rock as, kind of a good overlook type of thing. Now somewhere right where I take a hard right, there's supposed to be, according to all trails, there's supposed to be a trail that cuts to the left before we even get to Cat Rock, but I have never seen that trail. And so I'll look around for it. Now, I haven't made my hard right yet. And it supposedly leads you to the power lines too. And going the way I wanted to go today, so we'll keep a lookout. Now sometimes you can actually see, whoop, whoop, here it is. Okay, I've never been on this trail. And the power lines are close to here. So I tell you what, let's check it out. And see if this leads us to the power lines. If so, that gets us off the Cat Rock Trail really quick. Not much of a trail. Well, we can check it out. Okay, here we go. That was just luck of finding that. I've never been on this. Oh. Okay, gotta keep an eye out for bear. Okay. It looks like we got a big tree down. Let's go. Oh, it's over here anyway. Okay, let's see. Yeah. Anyway, this is where the trail goes. All right. Now look, this is the power lines coming up. All right. Oh, bit of a tree down there, nothing much. Let's see. I guess this is the best way. Yeah. Whatever. Let's get one through here and see what this looks like. Okay. Hey. Okay. Run up right here, but not too bad. Okay. Oh, interesting. The reason it's interesting is, I don't know if you can see this, but there's a road. Okay. Let's take a look. I think there's a, no, it's just a log. Sorry. But there's definitely a trail here. And let's see what it looks like. Here's the trail, and it goes back that way. And let's check this out. Let's go left. This goes towards Catoctin Hollow. I'm just checking. I got my bear mace handy, and it's always good to be talking, coughing, yelling, whatever, if you're in where bear are known to be. Okay, so this is very easy riding. Gets you to these power lines super fast towards the left. Okay. Now I've seen this power line trail at the bottom, and it's actually like a gravel road. So I'm just curious to see how it switches, or where it switches to like this gravel bed. Yep, gotta keep a lookout. Keep a lookout, and you always keep talking, so that you know you don't want a bear to think you're sneaking up on them. Now I see some lights down here. Let's see what this is. Like a little house. Let's see. I wonder if it's gated off. So this is probably where it switches to pavement. So let's take a look. All right. Okay. Going up here. Just looks like some sort of power station, electrical equipment. And then you can see here's the gravel bed. Cool. Okay. Well, let's check it out. See what it looks like. to no power. Well, you definitely don't want power going down this thing. Let's see how steep it is. That's steep. Okay. Not too bad. All right. Okay, this isn't too bad here. Let's see how it goes. You don't want to go too fast. I think it would have been better off if it wasn't gravel. Okay, let me keep it going. Okay, not bad at all here. You see the cars way down there. Someone on a bike clear down there. Okay. I'm good. I just checking to see if there's a trail that came down here too, but I don't see it. Okay, we got a gate down here, but definitely can go under it. And looks like we could even go around it right there, so I'm not worried about it. Let's go up. Okay. Okay, here we go. That's what we're going up. Let's go. Just looking for trails there. Okay, this might be the last one. Oh yeah. Oh, yeah, that's what we did. Down there to the road. Whoa. Oh. Yeah. The last hill was the toughest. A bit that I was worried about. And the front wheel was popping up a little bit. But I had plenty of traction, so I could lean forward more. Right on the edge of the front edge of the seat. Weighing down. So very tough. All right. But very doable. Yeah. So that makes a connection from the police trail, which is on Pryor Road, all the way to Catoctin Hollow, which if you get down there to Catoctin Hollow and make a left, you're right back on the Catoctin. So it's kind of like a connection from well to the actual Catoctin Trail. Then, all right, got to keep the noise up, keep bear away. I got a gigantic bear mace here, but I think it would take me too long to get to it. I don't know. I haven't used it yet. Let's keep an eye out and don't stop talking, because don't want to scare a bear. Don't want to sneak up on one. That's critical. See, coughing's a good idea. Clear your throat all the time. Okay. And with this bike, you can accidentally sneak up on something that you don't want to sneak up on. Okay. Let's see how we're doing here. Ooh. Yee. So I also was thinking, you know what? I should be looking for my trail that leads me back. And I know that was near a big log that ran parallel to this. I don't know if I already went past it. So let's see if I see anything here. Shoot, I didn't come up this. Okay, I think I went past my trail. Well, on down there is where you come out the other side of, you can also get to the power lines on that side down there. So let's see how this looks real quick. Let's see, is it even rideable? Oh, that's steep. Wow. Yeah, that's kind of a big one. So I don't think I feel like doing that. Besides, I kind of want to go back the same way I came. I hear people going down this thing. Seats all the way down. Okay. Hey. All right. Woo. That's steep. there it is. Here's the trail. That leads on down Cat Rock, clear down to Route 77, which is the real Cat Rock Trail. And this is our way back, which is not as, there's the big hill we just came down right there. But this way up, I've done this once or twice, and it's not a good trail. It's really icky. The way that we actually got to that is today better than either way. Okay, let's try this out here. Oh. Oh. Okay. Okay, hold on. Hey. Not bad. Oh, hey. Oh. Okay. Hey. Oh. Okay. Okay. Whew. Hey. Oh. Okay. Whew. Okay. Oh. Okay, heading back. And we'll see if we can see the trail we took to get to the power lines. One up here. Okay. Now, Cat Rock is barely up there. Hardly anything. Go about 100 yards and you're at Cat Rock. And in fact, since I'm recording this, let's just go ahead and go to Cat Rock real quick. And this is all the farther we can go on bike. But you go up there, mostly up there, and that gives you an overlook. And I'll tell you the truth, it's not as good as Wolf Rock, which is on the other side. Wolf and Chimney Rock are more impressive. But that's it. Right there. Okay. Okay. And we gotta head back towards Bob's Hill. We'll be stopping long before that. I never checked my mileage marker, but luckily I can look for my trail based on a tree down, and also there's a few rocks I have stacked on the left, trail down on the right before it. Now let's check out, see if we can see the little trail we took here. And it's going to be up a little further because we cut off, when we were coming here, we cut off to the left, so it'll be on the right. Boy, we avoided all this, which is nice. Okay. Ooh. Yeah, the other way, we went down the power lines, skipped all this. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Oh. Okay. And okay. Let's look for a trail. The one we took. Right there it is. Boy, that is much better if you're going to go left on the power lines. Not bad at all. All right, let's go back and look for our trail. Yeah, the police shooting range trail, I'll call it.